Evet. Okay, 1 minute. Good evening. Welcome to the City of Milpitas Planning Commission. Today is January 24th, 7 o'clock. For anyone wanting to make a public comment, look at the agenda and you need to be here in public to make public comment. Calling meeting order, a pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Albana is not present, so I will lead. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item, roll call. Ms. Medina.
Thank you, Chair, and good evening, Commissioners. I'll start taking attendance with Commissioner Culkin.
Here.
Commissioner Gupta.
Here.
Commissioner Medina Ashby.
Here.
Commissioner Wasti.
Here.
Commissioner Galong is absent this evening, as well as Commissioner Albana. Chair Chuan.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Medina. Next item, conflict of interest declaration. City Attorney.
Thank you, Chair. I ask the Chair and every other member of the Commission whether he or she has any financial or personal conflict of interest related to any of the items on tonight's agenda.
Ms. Medina, would you please go down the roll?
Commissioner Culkins.
None.
Commissioner Gupta.
None.
Commissioner Medina Ashby.
None.
Commissioner Wasti.
None.
Chair Chuan.
None.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let the record reflect no reported financial or personal conflicts. I further ask the Chair and every other member of the Commission to please disclose any campaign contribution of $100 or more received within the last 12 months from any of the parties entering into contracts with the city on tonight's agenda, or contributions received from any development project applicant for development projects on tonight's agenda.
Ms. Medina, would you please go down the roll?
Commissioner Culkins.
No.
Commissioner Gupta.
None.
Commissioner Medina Ashby.
None.
Commissioner Wasti.
None.
Chair Chuan.
None.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let the record reflect no reported campaign contribution conflicts. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, City Attorney. Next item, election of chair and vice chair for 2024. City Attorney.
Thank you, Chair, for passing the gavel to me. Is there a staff recommendation before we begin the process?
Good evening, Commissioners. In light of missing a few of our commissioners, staff recommends to move this item to the following meeting, the first meeting in February 14th.
So with staff's recommendation, my first question I have before we go into the process is there a motion by any member of the commission to continue this item, or should we proceed?
I'd like to make a motion to continue the item to the next meeting, given that we are missing several commissioners and we also have a new commissioner coming in the next meeting.
I'll second that.
I have a second from Commissioner Culkins. Can I take a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Culkins.
Aye.
Commissioner Gupta.
Aye.
Commissioner Medina Ashby.
Aye.
Commissioner Wasti.
Aye.
And Chair Chuan.
Aye.
Thank you.
This item is continued. I therefore pass the gavel back to the chair.
Thank you, City Attorney. All right, next item, approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda for January 24th, 2024?
Motion to approve the agenda for 2024.
Okay, got a motion from Commissioner Medina Ashby. Do I have a second?
I second that.
Okay, got a second from Commissioner Wasti. Ms. Medina, would you please do the roll call vote?
Commissioner Culkins.
Aye.
Commissioner Gupta.
Aye.
Commissioner Medina Ashby.
Aye.
Commissioner Wasti.
Aye.
And Chair Chuan.
Aye. Motion's approved. Agenda's approved. Next item, announcements. Do any of the commissioners have any announcements? Commissioner Awasti?
Oh.
I have an announcement. So just, this is my last meeting as a planning commissioner and as the chair. Yesterday, there was a city council meeting, and then there was a vote up for reappointment. I did apply for reappointment, and there was another person that was nominated, and then they got approved. So this will be my last meeting today. I do want to thank all the commissioners, even the new ones that are here. It's really been a pleasure working with the Planning Commission. Everyone that I've worked with, I've been here since March of 2019, and every meeting and every person that I've come across on the Planning Commission has been extremely professional, and really easy to work with. And I hope that the tradition continues on. So again, I just want to thank the Planning Commission. I also want to thank the planning staff, planning director. You know, I've got to know you now for a couple of years now, so it's been great working with you. I don't know who's watching online, but Ned Thomas, who is our current city manager, he was the planning director, and it's just been really great working with him as well. And you know, all the planning staff has been extremely professional and really awesome to work with. And city attorney as well too. So I know you've come on board here now for several meetings now, probably almost about a year. So it's been really a pleasure working with you. And of course, I can't forget our recording secretary, Miss Medina. She's been here since day one here. So I really appreciate everyone's professionalism here, and just thank you so much for everything that you've all been doing. And so again, I just want to thank everybody and all the staff members that are out there as well. And I'm going to miss the Planning Commission here. So thank you again, everybody. So anyways, that's the only thing I have to announce. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement tomorrow. There's a 70-year anniversary starting at 3:30, I think 3:30 till 7 o'clock. So I think it's been announced. So, to the public, anyone wanting to come, I plan to be here as well too. So that's currently the only thing I have to announce. So any other commissioners have any other announcements?
Yeah, I'd like to say I've been here only for a couple of months, since November, and it has been a pleasure working with you, and wish you all the best. I wish you had continued, but wish you best of luck in your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would also like to thank you for, I came on January 2022, and you were the first person that reached out to me by text and invited me to coffee, and you just wanted to sit and get to know me, and we got to know each other before my first day. I think we were still COVID, so we were online, and I think you knew that. So you're like, okay, let's meet up before. So, I thank you for doing that. That made me feel welcome here, and I'm going to get emotional. And I'm going to miss you, because I really, loved our time together, and we got to know each other outside of City Hall, and, we shared some drinks, had some good times, and I'm going to miss you. But we'll still be friends.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Commissioner Wasti.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll miss you. You have done everything very professionally. And whenever we have any question, you have been very fair to everybody. And I have seen you, I've known your family. You guys are so good. You're giving back to the city so much. And we'll miss you on this dais. But you have you're leaving a very good legacy for others to follow. So you set a very good trend, and good luck. And of course, we'll be meeting tomorrow again, and we'll be meeting all the time. So thank you very much. And as Commissioner Medina Ashby said that you went for a few drinks. I don't know where you went. I was not there. You left me somewhere. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Commissioner Calkins.
From me too, having worked with you just a little bit on the other side, yeah, I appreciate how you've run the meetings and what you've done. And thank you for your service to country as well as to city. So for your time in this military. So thank you for that and good luck in your other endeavors. And we're always here if you need anything.
All right, thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everybody. All right, Planning Director.
Chair Chuan, I echo the words of the commission, and I think it's pretty safe to say, I'm speaking on behalf of our entire planning department and everybody who's who's been here and gotten to know you. I think there's a consensus that it's been our great pleasure to work with you, and you've ran the meetings always really well. Been at a few cities, and I think you've done a great job. Just seeing how well you've run these meetings and how professional you've been through everything. So, thank you for your service. But yeah, we look forward to keeping in touch. Just wanted to say that real quickly, but I do have a couple of announcements. First announcement is just a reminder for everybody that the city attorney's office will be hosting Brown Act training tomorrow at 5:30 right here in the council chamber. If you haven't received training or you want to get a refresher, please feel free to join. So if you have any other questions or you want to join, just please reach out to legal assistant Benjamin Silowitz, and yeah, we can make sure that we're ready for your participation. Second announcement is a while ago, we did provide an update and held a study session on the comprehensive zoning ordinance update, phase 1 of 2 phases. But we did provide an update and received some feedback from this commission. Since then, we've also held a study session with the city council, received feedback, and done additional outreach to our development community as some of the changes impact some of the sites in terms of the zoning and what's allowed and development standards. So since receiving this feedback, we have made some revisions, and we are refining the draft, and hopefully, want to come back to the planning commission for recommendation to the city council for adoption sometime this spring. But ahead of that, I just wanted to let everyone know that staff will reach out about holding some briefings with the planning commissioners. We also have some new planning commissioners, so we just want to make sure that everybody is up to speed. Of course, in accordance with Brown Act rules, we will limit the groups to 2 or less, but we do want to have these briefings to make sure that everybody is aware of it's a quite complicated and technical subject. So, before we come for adoption, for recommendation for adoption, we want to make sure that everybody's up to speed. So just wanted to announce those 2 items. Thank you.
Thank you, Planning Director. Next item, public forum. Members of the public are invited to speak on any item that does not appear on today's agenda. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes or less at the chair's discretion. When called to speak, you are encouraged to state your name for the record. As an item not listed on the agenda, no action can be taken. However, the Planning Commission may instruct the staff to place the item on a future meeting agenda. Ms. Medina? I don't see anyone here, but
There are no community members in the chamber for public forum. Thank you.
thank you, Ms. Medina. Next item, public hearing, item 9-1, California Circle Subdivision, Planning Director.
This item, known as the California Circle Subdivision, is for a minor non-vesting tentative map to subdivide a 6.34 acre site into 2 parcels at 1301 California Circle. And senior planner Michael Fasadi is participating virtually and can deliver the presentation and answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Planning Director. Mr. Fasadi.
I'm here, not like last week, but thank you, Chair Chuan, and thank you, Director Lee, for the introduction. I'd like to say good evening to the commissioners, Milpitas residents, and fellow staff. And before starting this, I again want to echo both what Director Lee and the commissioners have stated about you, Chair Chuan. You've really demonstrated stewardship that's made me proud to be a Milpitas employee and being in the planning department. So I really appreciate you. With that being said, we have a planning application for a tentative parcel map. Can we go to the next slide, please? Thank you. So the applicant, RSVP Investments LLC, have applied for what we call a minor non-vesting tentative map. And this is to subdivide a 6.3 acre parcel into two parcels, as shown in the image above. If approved, the property, which is currently vacant, will be subdivided into two lots. Lot 1 will be approximately 3.20 acres in size, and Lot 2 will be approximately 3.14 acres in size. Next slide, please. To give you some context of where the site is, it's located at 1301 California Circle. This is in our northern Milpitas area, south of Dixon Road and adjacent to Interstate 880, east of that Interstate 880. Again, to provide some familiarity, the most recently, Pulte Homes had recently entitled a townhome development with an affordable housing apartment building directly north of this site. It's shown on the sign on the map. Current offices or things in that area include the Baptist Mandir Center, which is located northeast of the site, and what we referred to in old times was the iStar residential townhome development located across the street. That's been developed by KB Home. And Spring Hill Suites Hotel operates south of this site. Next slide, please. The zoning shows most of the surrounding property is what we refer to as MP, or an industrial park, with 2 industrial sites being rezoned into MXD to the north and R3 high density residential to the east. I'll share with the commission, this application that you're going to be reviewing has no zoning associated with it. It's simply a subdivision application. Next slide, please. This is the tentative parcel map where it shows the 2 new lots, the required utility easements, and the access easements that would be shared by both lots. Next slide, please. Here is a zoomed in view of the tentative map, again showing the limited grade elevations, meaning that it's a flat site, the proposed utility and access easements, and how the properties will interact with the city's infrastructure. If you do recall, there is a large billboard that's located on this site when you're traversing northbound on 880. That billboard, if this parcel subdivision were to move forward, will remain on parcel 2 of the property. Next slide, please. All entitlements have findings, including tentative maps, and the findings have been made in the affirmative because the subdivision is consistent with the general plan. Furthermore, grounds for denial have not been found as required by California Government Code Section 66474 and the Subdivision Map Act. All of this is stated in the staff report. Next slide, please. The project is exempt from CEQA per 2 specific sections, section 15315 and 15183. The project is a 2-lot subdivision in conformance with the general plan and zoning without any variances or exceptions, with access to all utilities and an average grade of approximately 1%. It's because of these parameters the project qualifies for the CEQA exemption. Next slide, please. A notice was placed on in the Milpitas Post stating that we were having a public hearing for the subdivision, and a sign was placed in front of the property informing residents and people passing by of the meeting this evening. The city also sent out 119 postcards informing residents and property owners of the project. The planning department has not received any comments to date for this proposed subdivision. Next slide, please. In closing, staff does recommend that the Planning Commission open the public hearing to receive comments, move to close the public hearing, consider the exceptions in accordance to CEQA, and adopt resolution number 24-006, approving the minor tentative map subject to the findings and conditions of approval. This concludes staff's summary of the project. Along with myself to answer any questions, the RSVP investment representative, Amit Patel, I believe is here virtually to answer any questions about the property. Thank you for your time, Commission.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fasadi. I'd also like to ask, does the applicant wish to, have any presentations or wish to make any statements regarding the project? I see that the applicant is on mute. Does he need to be muted?
Okay, I hope you could hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, Mr. Patel.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Yes, there is not much further I could give on this subject matter beyond that this site was originally purchased for the intention of building a hotel. We worked very closely with the city for a number of years, going back and forth, but by the time we finally came to a determination, the pandemic hit and things have not recovered quite to the point where we'd like to pursue the project as of right now. So we would just ask that we split the parcel. We still have every intention to proceed with at least one hotel project and hold on to the other parcel for future development.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. Do any of the planning commissioners have any questions for staff or our applicant?
I was going to ask the
Mr.
same
Gupta?
question, so I really don't have any further question, but I did go to the property and took a look at it. It's pretty nice location. And so best of luck to the developer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other commissioners? All right. Okay, no questions. I'd like to open it up to the public forum. Ms. Medina, is there anyone wanting to make a public comment?
Chair, there are no committee members in the chamber for public comment.
Okay. Like to see if anyone like to make a motion to close the public forum.
I can make a motion to close the public forum.
Okay, got a motion from Commissioner Commissioner Wasti. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
A second from Commissioner Calkins. Ms. Medina, would you do a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Colkins,
Aye.
Commissioner Gupta,
All right.
Commissioner Medina Ashby,
Aye.
Commissioner Wasti,
Aye.
and Chair Chuan.
All right. So motion passes. The public forum is closed for this item. Any final comments or deliberations from any of the commissioners? Any motions that any commissioners wish to make?
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Oh, that's already closed.
Oh, it is, okay. I missed, I'm like, okay.
If there's no commissioners, I'll make a motion. I make a motion to adopt resolution number 24-006, approving minor non-vesting tentative map number TP 23-0001, subject to the findings and conditions of approval. Do I have a second?
I second.
Got a second from Commissioner Gupta. Ms. Medina, would you please do the roll call vote?
Commissioner Colkins,
Aye.
Commissioner Gupta,
Aye.
Commissioner Medina Ashby,
Aye.
Commissioner Wasti,
Aye.
and Chair Chuan.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion passes. The resolution is adopted. And thank you to Mr. Fasadi and the applicant.
Thank you.
Next item, new business. There are no items. Legalese. Any person aggrieved by any final decision of any board, commission, or department head to the city of Milpitas may appeal the decision to the city council by filing written notice of the appeal with the city clerk within 12 calendar days of the date of said decision, paying the required fee. This time limit shall be strictly enforced. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
You got a motion from Commissioner Osti. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
You got a second from Commissioner Calkins. Ms. Medina, would you go down the roll, please?
Commissioner Colkins,
Aye.
Commissioner Gupta,
Aye.
Commissioner Medina Ashby,
Aye.
Commissioner Westley,
Aye.
and Chair Chuan.
Aye,
Thank you.
for my last time hitting the gavel here. Meeting adjourned.